Welcome back, everyone. Today we've got the latest £5 coin from the Royal Mint. It's the Maid Marian coin, part of the Myths and Legends set. I believe there's 3 in this set, but the actual design on what we see is the front of the packaging, but it's actually the reverse of the coin, came out a couple of years ago as silver bullion. Now this image shows Maid Marian with her bow and her arrows, surrounded by obviously the greenery of the forest. If you notice, you can see the initials in the bottom right hand corner there of the designer. Those initials being JC, and that's Jodie Clark. The coin itself is the standard metal alloy of cupro-nickel. It measures 38.61 mil across and its usual weight of 28.28 grams. The actual obverse of the coin, it's the Martin Jennings design of the king, and then the rest of the packaging, there's an introduction to who she is and how she became part of the Merry Men. See, they had diversity all the way back in them days. There's a little bit about Robin Hood and the stories behind them. A bit about the real Maid Marian, and it talks about the inspiration for Maid Marian can be found in the 13th century with Matilda, the daughter of Robert Fitzwalter, leader of the baronial army who took part in the rebellion against King John in 1215. Now bear that in mind for in a minute. There's a little bit more there about the design, a bit from Jodie Clark himself. And then on the inside back cover, as it were, it talks about the May Games. Originally created as part of the May Festival, a European celebration that marked the beginning of summer, Maid Marian was a completely separate character to the tales of Robin Hood until the 16th century. Yet just now, we were being told it was the early 1200s. You know, there's a few hundred years difference there. So, looks like she might have been French, or she could have been Celtic with a name like Fitzwalter. Who knows? So, that looks to be a 16th century picture of her. Not exactly the long blonde hair that they make out on the telly these days. It's an older looking image. And on the back cover, you get the usual little bit about the coin. Over time, Maid Marian, a woman of substance in the tales of Robin Hood and his merry men, has become an increasingly popular character in folklore, literature, on stage and on screen. And there you have the actual coin specs themselves. So confirming Martin Jennings and Jodie Clark. So it'll be interesting to see what the other 2 in the set will look like. And we've already had, I think it was Little John, come out in silver bullion a little while back. I did a video on that ages ago. I'll pop a link into the description so you can have a quick look at that one. Be interesting to see what else comes out now. But until then, cheers all.